So let us continue from here. So velocity of the river is 5 meters per second and velocity of man with respect to river is 10 meters per second, which is making an angle of 37 degrees. Okay. Then find resultant velocity. Find resultant velocity of man or swimmer, anything. Okay. Are you able to understand that? Now can you say what is meant by velocity of man with respect to river? Velocity of man with respect to river means what? With respect to river, man is rowing with this much velocity. What? So if a river is in rest position, man will try to row in this direction with this much of velocity. That is the meaning of this one. No? It means man can maximum row or swim with how much velocity? Maximum he can row with a velocity of 10 meters per second. That is the meaning of it. Are you able to understand? Okay. But in addition to this one, there is one more additional velocity also. No? Velocity of river is also there. So therefore, what will be the resultant velocity? Resultant velocity means what? Resultant velocity means velocity of man with respect to ground is called resultant velocity. Already I said yesterday, no? These values, if you do not understand, you can never understand riverboat concepts. Are you able to understand? No? So here, what is meant by resultant velocity? Resultant velocity is nothing but velocity of man with respect to ground, or just you can write velocity of man also. This is what you are supposed to calculate. Okay, try sending us to this equation sigma. So velocity of man with respect to river can be written as velocity of man minus velocity of river. This is how I can write according to relative velocity concept. V12 is equals to V1 minus V2. That's all. So velocity of man with respect to river is nothing but velocity of man minus velocity of river. So here, what is that velocity which I require? Resultant velocity. So that is when observer is standing on the ground, clear ma? And if he is observing this man or the swimmer or the boat, then to this observer, how velocity of man appears to be, that is called as resultant velocity. So velocity of man with respect to ground is nothing but Vm only, no? Vm, or you can write Vmg also. So this is what I require. Are you able to understand? So therefore, how can I write the equation? So velocity of man with respect to ground is nothing but velocity of man is equals to velocity of man with respect to river plus velocity of river. This is what I require. Are you able to understand? So therefore, the resultant velocity is the vector sum of velocity of man with respect to river plus velocity of river. That's all. Okay. So velocity of man with respect to river is in which direction? Velocity of man with respect to river is in this direction. So this is velocity of man with respect to river, which is equal to 10 meters per second. Understood now? Now velocity of river is in which direction? Velocity of river is in this direction. This is the velocity of the river. Are you able to understand? And this value is how much? Velocity of river is 5 meters per second. So this is how we have to add the vectors, Rama. What kind of addition is this one? Triangle rule of addition. Vectors are joined head to tail. Okay. So this is my addition. Then how can I draw the resultant? The resultant should be head to head and tail to tail. So this is how I have to draw the resultant. And what is this resultant? Resultant is nothing but velocity of the man. Resultant velocity. Okay. So velocity of man. Are you able to understand? Now I can do this problem in two methods. Either you can split this one into two components and substitute in this relation, or by using triangle rule of addition or parallelogram rule of addition also you can do the calculation. Okay. First of all, let us try to do this one by using parallelogram rule of addition. Okay. So what is meant by parallelogram rule of addition? So this is VMR, velocity of man with respect to river, which is 10 meters per second. Now you take this VR and you write here. I can displace VR here also. No? This VR can I displace here? Definitely you can displace. No? A vector you can displace anywhere. Just its direction and magnitude should not change. Anywhere you can displace. So what is this angle? If this angle is 37, this angle is also 37 only. So this is 10 and VR value is how much? 5. Okay. So therefore, now I am supposed to take the resultant of these two only, no? So therefore, what is the formula? So if I duplicate them, okay, then this is my resultant, okay? And this resultant is nothing but Vm, velocity of man with respect to ground, which is called resultant velocity also, okay? So therefore, velocity of man can be written as square root of 10 square plus 5 square plus 2 into 10 into 5 into cos 37. That's all. So just solve this value, then you will get the velocity of man with respect to ground, which is also called as resultant velocity. Because on the man there are two velocities, his own velocity is also there. In addition to that, velocity of river is also pushing him. So finally man has two velocities. Body own velocity kuda vaadi undi kada. He is trying to row with a particular velocity. And in addition to that one, river is also pushing him. So therefore, according to relative velocity concept, so velocity of man is the resultant of velocity of man with respect to river plus velocity of river. According to which equation? According to same equation. V12 is equals to V1 minus V2. According to same equation only we have done the calculation. Fine. Now try to substitute the values. So velocity of man is equals to square root of 100 plus 25 plus 2 into 10 into 5 into cos 37 value 4 by 5. So 5 and 5 will get cancelled. Clear number? So therefore velocity of man is equals to square root of 125 plus, so 20, 24 are 80. Clear number? So velocity of man is equals to square root of 205. So root to 205 approximately 14 14s are 196, no? 14 14s are 196. So approximately you can write Vm is equals to 14.2 meters per second. Are you able to understand? Approximately. So therefore, for a person standing on the ground, ikkada nilabadi చూసేవాడికి వీడి velocity final గా ఎంత అనిపిస్తుంది? To him, to this person, the velocity of this man appears to be traveling with a speed of 14.2. Are you able to understand? No? And in which direction? So this is the velocity of the river, no? So therefore, which will be the resultant velocity? This will be the resultant velocity, velocity of man with respect to ground. So person is actually rowing in this direction. వాడేమో ఇలా రో చేస్తున్నాడు. But finally వాడు ఎలా వెళ్తాడు? Finally he will move in this direction. Because river velocity is also pushing him, no? That is the concept. Fine, ma? So therefore, this problem I have done by using which method? By using triangle rule of addition. Are you able to understand? Now if I don't want to do by triangle rule of addition, can you say how can I do the same problem? If I don't want to do by triangle rule of addition, then what I have to do? Completed ma this one? This side completed, no? Okay. So second method. Second method is by using splitting of vectors. Splitting of vectors. I want to split vectors into components and then do the calculation. So velocity of man with respect to river. Velocity of man with respect to river, which is 10. I can split into two components, no? So what is the angle which is given? Angle is 37 degrees. So this is a 10 cos 37 and this is a 10 sin 37. So 10 cos 37, 4 by 5. So 8 meters per second. And this is a 10 sin 37, 3 by 5. So 6 meters per second. Are you able to understand? So therefore, velocity of man with respect to river, how can I write? I can write 8 I cap plus 6 j cap. Can I write like this? That's all number. So 8 is the velocity along x-axis. 6 is the velocity along y-axis. So 8 I cap plus 6 j cap is the velocity of the man with respect to river. It means a man can swim with this maximum velocity. Beyond this velocity, he cannot swim in still water. Okay? That's it. Then velocity of the river is also there, no? What is the velocity of the river? Velocity of the river is equals to 5 I cap. Are you able to understand? Now, which is the equation which we have written? Velocity of man is equals to velocity of man with respect to river plus velocity of river. If I add these two, then only I am getting this one. Then just add them. Okay? Completed this side? Completed, ma? So therefore, let us do the calculation here. So therefore velocity of man can be written as velocity of man with respect to river plus velocity of river. So just add both of them. Okay, so velocity of man with respect to river 8 I cap plus 6 j cap. Velocity of river is 5 I cap. Clear number? So 13 I cap plus 6 j cap. So this is the velocity of man with respect to ground. Okay. Now what is the advantage of writing in vectors? You can find the direction of resultant velocity also. How you can find the direction of resultant velocity? So 13 I cap means in this direction only, no? This is a 13. Okay. 6 j cap means this is 6. So this becomes my resultant velocity number. This is velocity of the man. That is meant by 13 I cap plus 6 j cap. No? Now what is this angle theta? Very easily you can calculate angle theta. Take tan theta. So tan theta is equals to opposite by adjacent. Opposite is 6, adjacent is 13. So theta is equals to tan inverse of 6 by 13. So this is the direction of resultant velocity. It means finally boat is moving in which direction? Boat is moving in this direction. At what angle? At an angle of tan inverse of 6 by 13 with respect to horizontal. Okay, that also you can write with respect to horizontal. Okay, so this is how we can do the calculation. Either you can do in parallelogram rule of addition or triangle rule of addition. Okay, or always you can split the vectors into components and then you can do the calculation. Okay, so out of these two, this one is more preferable. Vectors method is more preferable because you can apply this one in any condition. You cannot apply this one in all the conditions. Are you able to understand? You can apply, but it becomes a bit tough. But this one is the best method of doing the problem. Splitting vectors into everything, then substituting the concept of relative motion, you will get the answer. Fine? Very simple. So cases in river boat problems, there are two cases. First case is to row the boat in shortest time. It means that consider this is a river, okay, and a man in a boat or a swimmer, okay, he is starting from here and he wants to reach the other end of the river, and width of the river is how much? Width of the river is a d, okay. So he wants to reach the other end of the river in shortest time, minimum time he has to reach, okay. Then the condition is he should try to row the boat in perpendicular direction. In which direction he should try to row the boat? He should try to row the boat in perpendicular direction. And what is the velocity of the river here? Velocity of the river is VR. Are you able to understand? But velocity of man with respect to river should be how much? Velocity of man with respect to river, it should be in perpendicular direction. Are you able to understand? So therefore, how can I draw triangle rule of addition here? Again, same concept. Velocity of man with respect to ground. How can I write? Velocity of man with respect to river plus velocity of river. This is what we have been writing, no? Or just you can write it as velocity of man also, which is called as resultant velocity. Okay, no? So therefore, velocity of river, this is the velocity of the river. Okay. Then what is the resultant velocity? This is my resultant velocity, and this is velocity of the man. Okay. Then finally, this person will reach which position? He will reach somewhere here. No? So, but actually, how he is rowing the boat? He is trying to row the boat at an angle of 90 degrees. Okay. He is seeing the opposite end, and by looking at the opposite end, he is trying to row the boat. But definitely, river velocity is also there. No? He cannot move in this direction, but finally, he will move in this direction. Okay. So actually, if river is in rest position, this person should reach this point. No? Are you able to understand? If river is in rest position, this person should reach here. Because he is trying to row in which direction? He is trying to row at an angle of 90 degrees to the flow of water. Water is flowing in this direction. He is trying to row at an angle of perpendicular distance at an angle of 90 degrees. Okay. But because river is also flowing, river will continuously push this person. So even though he is trying to move in this direction, finally he will move in this direction. So this is the velocity observed by the observer who is present on the ground. Are you able to understand? So to this observer, this man or this boat or this swimmer, it appears to move finally in this direction, and he will reach this end of the river. Okay. Let us consider this is point A, this is point B, and this is point C. Are you able to understand? So if river is in rest position, he should reach B. But river is also flowing, no? So therefore boat will be under the effect of two velocities. his own velocity also, velocity of the river also. So therefore finally he will reach up to here. And in this condition, the person will cross the river in minimum time, less time. Are you able to understand? So therefore what I say, to row the boat in minimum time, okay ma? So velocity of man with respect to river should be in which direction ma? Should be at an angle of 90 degrees with respect to water flow, or you can say river flow. Okay. So river is flowing like this, he is trying to move at an angle of 90 degrees. Then the person will reach opposite end of the river in less time, minimum time. Okay, that's it. సో ఈ పక్క వాడి గర్ల్ ఫ్రెండ్ వెయిట్ చేస్తూ ఉందన్నమాట, చాలా ఫాస్ట్గా వెళ్ళాలి. అప్పుడు ఏం చేస్తాడు వాడు, ఇలా 90 డిగ్రీస్లో రో చేసుకుంటూ వెళ్ళాలి. కానీ వాని గర్ల్ ఫ్రెండ్ ఇక్కడ ఉంది, వీడు ఇక్కడికి రీచ్ అవుతాడు ఇచ్చిన ఆయన. ఆ టైంకి అంతా వెళ్ళిపోయి ఉంటుంది అనమాట. దట్స్ ఇట్, మేక్ ఇట్ అవుట్. క్లియర్ మా? సో దేర్ ఫోర్ సిమా, this distance we call it as a drift produced in the boat. Actually if river is not flowing, he should reach this point, you know, but finally he reached this point. So this horizontal distance which was covered unexpectedly, that horizontal distance we can call it as the drift. Okay, so therefore what is BC here? BC is called as drift produced. Are you able to understand what is meant by drift ma? Actually he thinks that he will reach here, but he is reaching here. This horizontal distance is called as drift. Fine? Okay. Now in this condition, can you say, how can I calculate time taken to cross the river? Time taken to cross the river. Are you able to understand me? So how much time will this person take to cross this river? Anybody? Time taken by the person to cross the river, how much time will he take? First of all, this is uniform motion or non-uniform motion? Uniform motion, no, all of them they are moving with same velocities. So uniform motion means only one equation, no, displacement is equals to velocity into time. Okay, so displacement is nothing but d only, no? This is the total length of the river or width of the river. Okay, so displacement I will take it as a d. Velocity means which velocity I have to take. Here there are three velocities, no? Three velocities are there. One velocity is velocity of man with respect to river, another velocity is velocity of river, and another velocity is velocity of man. This velocity you have to take. You are supposed to take this velocity. What is the reason? Because this is the velocity which is responsible for crossing the river, no? Okay, if you want to move towards a north direction, this is north direction considered, then you have to take that velocity which is in north direction. We are not concerned about total velocity. Total velocity is not responsible for crossing the river. This velocity is responsible for crossing the river, and in addition to that I have this velocity. This is a different concept. Are you able to understand ma? So river cross cheyataniki help outunna velocity edi? This is resultant velocity. You leave about that one. So boat is under the effect of two velocities, no? One velocity is velocity of man with respect to river, another velocity is velocity of river. Out of these two, which is responsible for crossing the river? This velocity is responsible for crossing the river. Adi teeskondi mari, total velocity to meekem pani. Are you able to understand? So therefore what I will write, displacement. Velocity means what here? Velocity of man with respect to river. Okay, multiplied by time taken. Fine. So therefore what is the time taken to cross the river? Time taken is d divided by velocity of man with respect to river. So in this amount of time, the person will cross the river. Are you able to understand? Okay. Similarly, I will ask you one more question. Second question is, drift BC is how much? Drift BC is how much? This drift caused in the boat is how much? This drift will be how much? Anybody? కొంచెం గట్టి కూడా చెప్పచ్చు. So Here also, body is moving with uniform motion only, no? Again, I will use the relation displacement is equals to velocity into time. That's all. So here displacement is nothing but BC only, no? Displacement is nothing but BC. Okay. Velocity means which velocity I have to take? Which velocity? Velocity of river only I have to take. I am not concerned about this velocity, I am not concerned about this velocity. Because to move in horizontal direction, which velocity is responsible? This velocity is responsible. So what drift enduku jarugutundi? Only because of river velocity. River is pushing him, no? River vallane vaadu ikkadiki reach avvalsina vaadu daridrudu ikkadiki reach ayinadu annamata. Girlfriend వెళ్ళిపోయింటుంది అప్పుడు. Are you able to understand? Clear number? So therefore, this horizontal drift is caused only because of river velocity. So take only that velocity. Are you able to understand? So therefore, velocity of river multiplied by time taken. Time taken already I have calculated. No? Time taken already calculate చేసాం కదా, అదే టైం అక్కడ కూడా వాడుకోండి. So multiplied by d divided by velocity of man with respect to river. Are you able to understand, ma? So this is how we can do the calculation. Fine? That's all. Similarly, resultant velocity is making how much angle, that also I can calculate. For example, if I want to find out this angle theta, okay, ma? Theta value also I can calculate. No? How can I find out theta value? So which values I know? Depending on whatever values you know. For example, if you know this value and this value, you take sin theta. You know this value and this value, you take cos theta. You take this value and this value, you know, then you take tan theta. Okay. For example, I know velocity of river and velocity of man with respect to river. This is the opposite side and this is the adjacent side. No, I will take tan theta. Okay. So angle tan theta is equals to opposite by adjacent. Okay. Opposite value velocity of river. Adjacent value velocity of man with respect to river. So then you will get, so finally boat is moving in which direction? Okay. So how many values we have calculated? A time taken to cross the river, clear number. Then a drift produced in the boat. Then the angle in which final velocity is present. These many values you can find. So case number 1 we have studied to row the boat in minimum time. Okay, ma? Now I am doing the condition to row the boat in shortest path. Okay. Now this fellow, he identified that even if time is greater, at least I will reach my girlfriend to the right position. So therefore, his girlfriend is standing exactly here. Then he has to row the boat in shortest path, no? Okay. So if he starts from here, he should reach here. Then how he should row the boat? River velocity is in this direction. River is flowing in this direction. Now can you say anybody? He should row in this direction. Very good. Clear now? Because now can you say what is this velocity, ma? What is this velocity? Yeah? This should be the resultant velocity. That's all. No? Because when he starts from here and when he reaches this position, this should not be velocity of man with respect to river. No. This should be velocity of man with respect to ground. Okay? Because for the person standing on the ground, ground పైన నిలబడి చూసే వాడికి వాడు ఇక్కడ నుంచి ఇక్కడికి వెళ్ళినట్లే అనిపించాలి. Then only he will reach the opposite point of the river. Okay, ma? But river is continuously pushing him in this direction, no? So to compensate the force of the river, he should row the boat in this direction. Are you able to understand? So therefore, what is this velocity? This velocity is velocity of man with respect to river. Are you able to understand? It means if he is in still water, if he is in that water where water velocity is 0, then he should try to swim in this direction or he should try to row in this direction. But continuously river pushes him. So therefore finally he will reach to this point. Okay. So therefore what is this velocity called? This is the resultant velocity. Velocity of man, or you can call it as velocity of man with respect to ground. It means to this observer, this person finally he should appear to be moving in this direction so that he reaches exactly the opposite point of the river. Are you able to understand now? That's it. Now, this is point A, this is point B, and this is point C. Fine? Okay. Now here, can you say, how can I calculate, let the width of the river is D. Width of the river is how much, ma? D. Now again we will calculate time taken to cross the river. Time taken to cross river. How can I calculate? Okay, so displacement is equals to velocity into time. Displacement is how much? displacement is d. Velocity v m, that's it. Because to cross this river, this velocity is responsible, this velocity is not responsible, this is also not responsible. Only resultant velocity is responsible, because that is the velocity which is present in the direction, perpendicular direction number. So this velocity is responsible for crossing the river. Okay. So therefore what I will do, d is equals to velocity of man multiplied by time taken. So therefore time taken is how much? D divided by Vm. So this much amount of time is taken to cross the river. Are you able to understand? Next, angle. Angle at which person should row his boat. Person should row the boat at what angle? Angle I want exact value. Person should row the boat at what angle so that he reaches the opposite point of the river. This is that angle number. How can I calculate this angle theta? Again same concept. This is also a right angle triangle only, no? Then see what are the values you have. If you have opposite side and adjacent side, you take tan theta. Opposite side, adjacent side, you have sin theta. So adjacent side and opposite, if you adjacent side and hypotenuse, if you have, you take cos theta. Okay. For example, here if I take tan theta is equals to opposite to adjacent. Clear now? So VR divided by VM. Okay. Or if I know only these two values, opposite side and hypotenuse, then I will take sin theta. Okay. So sin theta is equals to opposite side is VR, hypotenuse is velocity of man with respect to river. That's all. So depending upon what values you have, take the trigonometric ratio and you will get the answer. Fine number. That's all. Okay. Now see ma'am. So drift BC, how can I calculate? This is the drift number. Actually, person is trying to row in this direction. So if river is in rest position, he will reach here. Correct only? If river is not flowing, then this is the velocity with respect to river number. That is, river is the observer. It means river should be at rest position. So if river is at rest position, then person will reach which point? Person will reach point C. Okay. But he is reaching which point? He is reaching point B. Are you able to understand? River rest lo unte vaadu ikkadiki reach avutadu. But river flow avutu undi kada. So river push chestu undi kabatti vaadu ikkadiki reach avutadu. So which is the drift here? CB will become the drift. Are you able to understand? So therefore what I will write? Drift. Drift CB. How can I calculate? Huh? VR into that's all. So therefore, for the person to move in this direction, which velocity is responsible? Velocity of the river is responsible. Are you able to understand now? So therefore, write down. So therefore, what I write? So drift is equals to. Are you able to understand now? So 1 minute. That's all. Same values only you will get. Drift displacement is equals to velocity into time. Are you able to understand? So displacement is nothing but a CB, velocity is nothing but a VR, and what is the time taken? Time taken is where I have calculated d divided by VM. Okay, ma? So CB, know this one. So this is the drift which is produced in the river. Are you able to understand, ma? That's all. Because when there is no river flow, person will reach here, no, ma? But why person is reaching here? Only because of river flow. So that is the velocity which is responsible for pushing the man up to here. Are you able to understand? And time taken already we have calculated. In this time, he will reach from here to here. In the same time, he will reach from here to here also. So time remains the same.